All right.
So what I'm going to do is... Oh, fuck. This couch is so deep.
That's what she said. Well...
When
wait, I have a message. It's you.
It's me. All right.
Oh, you're here.
A dur.
I guess you were coming over.
You get text messages on your...
No. That was the last Facebook message.
Oh.
And why did you call me with the Facebook call? No one ever does that.
Yeah, no, that was a mistake.
I hate that.
And I came out of the shower, too, so that would not have been a very good call.
It's video?
It would have been... I think it would have been a video call.
Okay, creepy even.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's because I was hanging my dang right over the phone for some reason. That's how I dialed.
Okay. All right, I'm shot.
What?
It just seems like I'm more tired and tired every day. I think I'm dying
Well, we all are a little bit
every day.
every day.
No, but I think mine's more accelerated.
Possible.
I
Why?
think I'm on the more stress than you are.
Well, before we get into that, thank you everyone for downloading the show.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks, guys. Welcome to episode 11 of The Better Half. I'm Frank, the exhausted married guy.
And I'm Larry, the fairly less rich single guy.
Okay, I'm broke.
Yeah, I'm pretty much tapped out too. I had a busy weekend.
Well, yeah, but you bought frivolous nonsense,
As usual, yes.
and oh no, go right ahead. If you insist.
No.
I bought nothing, and I'm broke for it because I had to rent a U-Haul truck, and we'll get.
Did you really?
We'll get into that. You go. How was your weekend, Larry?
My weekend was cannot wait, first of all, for this weekend coming up because I'm not doing a shitting thing on Saturday. So I'm hopefully going to sleep in till about 2 in the afternoon with any luck.
2 in the afternoon?
Since our last recording, to be honest with you, I've had 2 very busy weekends. The 2 weeks ago, I took a day off from work.
Okay.
And I woke up at about midnight to go line up at Best Buy at 1:30 in the morning for a Super NES Classic because I have nothing else to do.
Okay, that's
phenomenal.
That is a colossal waste of time and energy. But
no, it's because if history was to repeat itself, last year when Nintendo put out the NES Classic, it sold out in no time. It seemed like these stores only had like a handful of them, literally.
Yeah, this is the Better Half podcast, not the Retro Gamers podcast, which you also co-host.
This is true. And I've been told I have to start doing a lot more cross-promoting.
By who?
Which we'll get into later.
By who?
By everyone.
By Chew?
By everyone.
By everyone. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
This is the only one that really counts.
But I just got up so early, and I live broadcast like every hour. I was checking in. But
online?
Yeah. Through the Retro Gamers page.
People want to kill you?
No.
Like, did you interview people?
I did, actually. For the Retro Gamers, I interviewed 6 guys who got there at 6 p.m. the night before.
Okay, I just thought of a great idea. The next time one of these events comes, I get online with you, like 2 people behind you.
Yeah.
And I just be super annoying guy and like do voices and like, hey, what's everybody here for? Is there a sale? What's going on? I came here to get the Rubik's Cube. Cubs win.
I gotta tell you, Harry Carey went over really well on our takeover episode of Victims and Villains.
I'm glad. I didn't think he'd use it, but I was actually shocked when I listened to it and I heard I heard Sir Harry Carey at the end. He was knighted, right?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Why not? That was actually fun. We heard. I've heard nothing but good things about our takeover episode.
We haven't got any new listeners from it, but thanks anyway, Josh. Where are your fans? We need them.
They're coming.
All right. Hi, fans.
And then, so that was with NES. And long story short on that one, I got up at 1:30. I got online at 1:30 a.m. I got the ticket for the game system at 8 a.m. and the store opened at 10 a.m.
At least the weather was warm.
Yeah, it started to drop. Actually, it hit about 49 degrees.
Really?
Which I was not
Are
expecting.
you wearing shorts?
No, I was wearing shorts, but I really wasn't layered as well as I thought I was.
Well, because most normal people are asleep at 3:30 in the morning.
Listen, when I got there at about
You were
quarter
number
after
what
one,
online?
14.
You
Yep.
kidding me? You got to. Be
But here's
me.
the thing. So I waited online for 8 hours, because then after that I ran around the corner to Target and I was able to get another Super Nintendo Classic. And then I went to Denny's, had a breakfast.
Did you get me one? I told you to get me one, and I would give you the money.
When did you tell me this?
I said the next time you go online
Well,
for one of your stupid things,
Wait a
get
minute.
me one.
What is stupid? That's probably why I ignored it. Well, no, I had to get
How
3
dare
of
you.
them, and I got
One for Rippo, one for you,
No.
and one not for me.
not at all. One for me, one for my
you.
godson,
Of course, your godson, because he's so important.
and one for a friend of mine whose birthday is coming up at the end of the
Anthony
month.
Chu,
No,
Anthony Rippo,
it's someone you
Anthony
don't know.
Testaverde,
No one named Anthony.
Anthony.
Not a male.
Oh God. Okay, so wait.
What do you
all
mean?
right.
Oh God.
No, this is good. This is good.
Well, it's not good
Because
because
she's just a friend. She say she's just a friend. Oh, Larry, you fucked up again. Because you're in love with a girl who's just a friend. And she's probably married to a guy named Ben. Oh, baby, you. Am I
no,
close?
I was always gonna get her this gift, even though I know where the line is drawn in the sand.
Wait
So-
a second. Time out. You're giving a Super NES Classic to a girl you already know you're not getting anything from.
She's a friend. She's one of my best friends.
No guy. And you're talking about the man who lived. Excuse me. I was the Donald Trump of the freaking friend zone. Okay? I was the president of the friend zone. And treasurer and secretary. Okay? You're going to. There is no guy in this world who just is a friend with a girl. And I'm going to say this publicly. Every girl I know, I probably wanted to fuck. Okay?
Well,
Every girl you know is more in your head than a friend at one point in your life.
Listen, we all think stuff. I mean,
Yes,
you
but
always wonder what
there's
it's
always
like.
that little
Like even for
inkling.
half a second, even for half
Even
a
that
second.
little inkling goes, yeah. Well, I could, see
Well, it's
that.
everyone, I think that's
You
just
know what?
natural.
You know what the difference between guys and girls are?
What?
Girls see you as a brother.
And I've been told that.
Yeah, so
Yes,
have I.
yep.
Yeah, that's like
By
why don't you
many,
just-
many
why-
people.
Hey, lady, why don't you just slice my dick off?
So anyway, so I had the 3.
Yeah, but you're giving her a Super NES.
Super
Classic.
NES.
And I'm not getting shit. But that's
Um,
okay. All right.
I did end up
I'll give you $34 at the end of the year. That's fine.
I ended up getting 4. I did get a 4th one.
Oh, this is just getting
So-
better and better. So you got fourth one, and
That went to your cousin, who paid me. Hello?
okay. No, I see where we stand.
When did you ask for one?
No, it's good. It's good.
But they're gonna be
when
available.
When, that's right. No, oh yeah, like the other one was
No,
available.
this one, it
No,
will
no,
be.
I get it. When does Frankie come and give you, podcast gold? Never.
Well, he
does
did- he did actually a few episodes ago.
That's why he's coming out here to Long Island. That's why he asked me about my daughter's birthday party coming up. I'm thinking about coming to Long Island. I know why, Frankie. It's to get your goddamn Super NES.
whoa.
But guess what? Oh, you gave it to him already.
I saw him at New York Comic Con.
Okay.
But
All right.
here's
No,
a great
I've heard all I need
Here's
to
a
know.
great story about it though.
Mm-hmm.
So I've
Tell
been
me
in
he dropped it and he broke it.
I've been in contact with him. I texted him.
Hey, Frankie, you know what your godson loves? Your godson Joseph, my son, he loves a Super NES Classic. That's what he would love.
So when they you'll get one. Don't worry. They'll be readily available.
I'm not talking to you anymore. Go on.
I didn't realize this was a
I don't want to talk about it.
a
I don't want to talk about it. Go ahead. Finish your story.
Conundrum.
No, finish your story. That's not the right word, but go ahead. Finish your story.
I don't remember now what the story is. I've completely gone off track.
You got 14 Super NES
No,
Classics.
not 14.
Actually, I believe you had, last time I checked, Smokey and the Bandit, this is a timely reference, were driving a truckload of Super NESs from Arkansas to Georgia, chased by Jackie Gleason. Some bitch. 1981, folks.
What happens is ultimately, so I waited online for 8 hours straight, just to realize that people were showing up at Best Buy at like 9:45, and they still had an abundant number of tickets available. So I did not have to lose sleep. I could have just gotten up, go to Best Buy at a normal, reasonable time, and pick
what's
this thing
that old
up.
expression? Fool me once, shame on
Shame on me.
me.
Fool me twice. Shame on you.
No.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
Fool me 732 times. Shame on me, Larry. Okay.
Well, the tone of this show just changed.
No, we're good.
Dramatically.
We're good. Get the fuck out. We're good. What else is going on? You went to Comic-Con.
Yes, I did go to New York Comic Con.
This past weekend.
It was
4 days.
No, I went 3.
Wow, you saved a little money.
Well, I was supposed to go 2, but again, a friend of mine ended up. She got me a ticket for Sunday, so I was able to get in on that.
I know Frankie had a ticket, right?
He did go on Sunday. Yes, I saw him on
He
Sunday.
called me the night before to ask me if I wanted to go. I couldn't because I had to move furniture the whole day in the rain.
Yeah, I saw
from
that.
one house to another.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I mean, remember the year I had a ticket to Comic-Con? Remember that one year I actually was like, yeah, I'm going to go this year. I'm going to go. And how'd that work out for me?
You stayed home while we went to Comic-Con.
I had to sell the ticket because I could not get off of work. Because I got forced into work.
Do you know anything about sick time?
No, I got forced in
Oh.
to work because it was Columbus Day weekend.
Yes.
And they were shorthanded, and I got forced to work.
Was mail delivered on Monday?
No.
See, here's the weird thing.
I saw a mail truck.
Yeah, I got mail on Sunday and Monday.
No, you didn't.
I did.
From your landlord.
And it wasn't Amazon.
Yeah.
I found it very weird. I had shoes delivered on
Amazon
Sunday.
and Priority Mail get delivered.
I had shoes delivered on Monday, on Sunday.
Do you do anything outside of the house? Do you get shoes delivered?
What's wrong with shoes getting delivered?
All right. Shoes.
Yeah.
What kind of shoes? I'm sorry. I'm drinking out of my mug here, my giant Vermont mug, because I like big mugs, and I cannot lie.
I don't like how you tested that joke on me earlier.
I've been saying that joke for about 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Since I got the mug.
And then I got mail on Monday.
You didn't get mail money. There was no mail.
I checked the mailbox on Sunday.
Okay.
It had my shoes in it and nothing else.
I had my shoes in it, goddammit.
My shoes, they just flew off.
They were very injured. Oh, Jesus.
But Comic-Con was awesome. A lot of walking, though. I did some damage to my right foot.
Well,
Big time.
Well,
So-
first of all, you're wearing sneakers that have no arch support.
No, I didn't wear these.
Oh, those are your Hugh Hefner sneakers?
Yeah,
at
these
night?
are I'm too
Your
lazy.
casual,
Yeah.
Jeff Spicoli decks. Is that what that's good. I actually looked at a pair of the newer ones, those today, Skechers.
Okay.
I was
Very
looking
90s.
No. They were the new style of those. Those. I guess you want to call those. I call them Spicoli decks, but
I call them boat shoes.
I was looking to get those aren't boat shoes. I was looking to get a pair of sneakers, and I went to 2 stores that I normally go to, and they had shit. And I don't want to go to the mall because I hate people, and I didn't want to really drive all the way to the mall. I was just wanting to stay local. Today was my day off.
So you should have went online.
I need sneakers today.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm going to go online and buy sneakers. You have to try sneakers on.
No, not really. The ones I got were really good. And the ones I got are walking sneakers, and they're approved by the post office. They really are like old man sneakers.
They Velcro?
Almost. I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point.
You're becoming like, soon you'll be a recluse. You'll be the opposite of Howard Hughes.
Hugh Howard?
Or Howard Hughes?
The opposite of is Hugh Howard.
Chew, he's all yours. You can have him. Well, yeah, so that's great. I'm glad you enjoyed your Fun Fest weekend with all of our friends and my cousin.
To be honest,
while I did, see, Saturday I worked.
Wasn't my story, but okay.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Finish your story.
Well, you always tend to take over with your story.
Finish your story.
So
No, finish. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought you were done. Finish your story.
Can you tell me the time right
Finish
now?
it.
So I can cut this all out.
No, don't cut this out. Finish it. Go ahead. Dick.
I saw a lot of really good cosplay. A lot of ladies.
Well, you take the pudding and you put the pills in that and you put the pudding pop, and the lady goes.
I wish I
Isn't
saw.
that cosplay?
I did not put two and two together until you just said that.
You think I just pulled a Bill Cosby reference out of my ass?
I thought you would just for some reason.
This is the most downloaded podcast on the More Network. More of the same
There you
network.
go. I'm proud. I have to admit, though, our podcasts on the YouTube page get the biggest hits.
I know. Who, by the way, I saw the one negative thumbs down on one of our episodes, and I want to know who it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
I'm
get
coming
those.
for you.
It's not. I don't think it is who you think it is.
No, I know
but-
it's not who it is.
Okay.
But there was no comments, but it was just one thumbs down. So I had to counteract it with a thumbs up. That's right. I thumbed up my own thing.
Nice.
So anyway, so you saw Bill Cosby.
I wish. So Bill Cosby. The three.
That would be a great cosplay, though.
The three. Well, one person cosplayed.
Dartmouth sweater and some bag of pills. Well, ladies, here I am. Ah. That's the worst.
Gotta get that neck going.
That's
Gotta
the
get
worst
that neck.
Cosby impression I think ever.
Someone, I didn't see it live, but a friend of mine sent me a picture of it. Someone actually cosplayed as the Jacob Javits Convention Center.
That's awesome.
That I mean,
How
this
do you
thing was
do
like
that?
5 feet wide.
Knocking
It was hysterical.
I did see. Was it you who posted the sign of please don't pose for pictures in the aisle for cosplay pictures? And it was for cosplay.
Oh, I didn't see that one. No,
Is
I
it cosplay or cosplay?
cosplay.
Okay.
I say cosplay.
What does that mean?
Costume play. Like so you're dressing up as video game character,
Can't they just say
superhero
dress
character.
up?
What's the matter?
What's that? Can't they just say dress up?
Cosplay is more formal.
Well,
And it's not a professional.
That's an oxymoron. Like the Wrestling Hall of Fame. That was at 16 minutes and 50 seconds. Sorry, everybody. Larry's a big wrestling fan. I always give him shit. So
The some of the cool dress up and what the signs are all over the place. Cosplay is not consent. So just because you're
Just because
dressed
someone
half
dressed like
naked,
slutty Meg Griffin.
you can't just go up and touch them. Apparently, that's been a problem in the past.
Did you get thrown out or?
No, but one year there was a group of women who were walking towards, just walking down the hall.
Boobies.
Boobies were galore, so of course I just happened to. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. No, because this and this is the God honest truth. Need a new chair there?
No, I have to shut the door because my daughter will hear. Hold on.
Okay.
Keep talking.
I guess I will.
Very unprofessional, folks.
No, absolutely. So there was a group of women walking up and I'm walking down, and what happened was one of them had sticking out of their cleavage a camera. I mean, it was clear as day. I think what they were trying to do, though, is catch guys staring at their boobs.
I think I saw this on the internet.
And I looked at it, and
Was she dressed like Vampira? Because apparently
I think so,
that was
yeah.
like the original cosplay. Everyone was Vampira.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. They were, and I remember I stared at it. I couldn't help it. I mean, she had big boobs, but there was a fucking camera sticking out of them. And all of a sudden, I hear "gotcha" as they're walking by me.
All right.
And then I'm like, "Well, you got a camera sticking out of your tits, so what do you
You're
want
a
me to
whore.
do?"
And your mother's a whore.
You're a
See,
filthy whore.
I would totally get thrown out of Comic-Con. I'm so glad that I didn't go that year because I know I would be like after an hour I would be escorted from the building because not because I would do something inappropriate. I would tell some fucking nerd to fuck off. I would be like, because I like it, and I like comic books. I like all Walking Dead, Stranger Things. I like all that stuff, but seeing these people like for instance, when the day before when Frankie offered me the ticket and I was at work, I was training somebody at work,
Yeah.
which turned out to be an 11-hour day.
Oof.
It was pretty hot out too. So training a new mailman is always fun. But so he's texting me and I'm trying to train this guy and he keeps texting me, and my cousin, I love him, but when he
we all
texts
know
you,
him now.
but Frankie, who was on the show episode 4. The most downloaded
6.
episode.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
I think it was the most listened to episode.
Probably was.
Don't let him. His head's gonna explode. He is texting me, and then he's just like, Frankie, when he texts, and if he doesn't get an answer, that he'll just tell you to go F yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he's telling me now. Oh, he's like back and forth. And as I'm doing this now, my post office is right by the train station for the Long Island Railroad.
Okay.
And Harry Potter is walking down the street, heading towards the thing. And I'm staring at Harry Potter right now, walking towards the train. Nothing. I don't hear from him for the rest of the day. I get a phone call and a hang up. I think he butt dialed me about 6 hours later while I was still working. Okay. And then I actually heard from, what's today? Today's Wednesday. I finally heard from him today. So that was my sad. Oh, you finish your cosplay story. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Well, no, I was just saying. I mean, I don't know if you saw some of the pictures I was posting. There was some there's good looking women.
I did see a Stranger Thing one. Somebody had a.
Was that the giant
thing
with the hood?
No, it was the wall with the letters and the Christmas lights on it.
Oh, that wasn't.
And the girl was like, she had like a scared face.
Oh, that's
she
cool.
was playing Winona Ryder's character.
There's always three different types of cosplayers at these shows. There's hot girls who can pull off being Wonder Woman or Harley Quinn.
Love Harley Quinn.
There's not so hot girls.
If you dressed up like Harley Quinn, I'd probably have sex with you.
Well, listen, any port in the storm sometimes.
I said that out loud, didn't I?
So
Cut that out. That was a 20 minutes.
There's women,
don't cut it.
not so hot women who dress up like Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn, but God bless them, they're trying. And then there's guys who dress up like Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn. So those are the three cosplayers.
I have to ask you, in this politically charged climate, was there any political cosplay?
No. To be thankfully, whether for or against, yay or nay, there really isn't, like, politics doesn't really enter it. They stick to...
So, like, our two-time guest, Donald Trump, did not, was not there.
What I did see was, though, it bugged me, but then I really had to be fair about it. There's this table called Super Emo Friends. They take characters. This person just takes like Pennywise.
Okay.
Take Pennywise, like draw almost like a cute Pennywise, like with sad eyes, looking all down, saying, it won't float, because he's always like they all float or something like that. Or you get like one of the ghosts, like you'll get like Peter Venkman, all sad, just going, he slimed me, like very emo. And it's no, they're cool. They're nice drawings.
It's ew.
So I bought a few of them, and as
$75 each.
No, actually, it wasn't that bad. The price wasn't that bad. I forgot what it was.
Did you get me anything?
So when I bought the pieces, what happened was I looked over
4 Super Nintendos,
and this guy had Donald Trump like urinal stickers. So. Like, this was in the middle of the transaction, and I was about to be like, you know what? Take your stuff back. I don't want it.
You're very patriotic.
But to be fair, I have seen, and I know someone who has bought, I don't know if you ever remember the Barack Obama toilet paper.
I'm not going to say that I don't have a roll.
So
I saw American flag toilet paper. That pissed me off.
Oh, I never seen that.
Oh, yeah, no, that pissed me off.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That pissed me off.
So, this is a free society, so I was like, I kept it to myself.
They have every right to be assholes.
They do. So, and again, and I don't agree with either the urinal sticker or the toilet paper, but still, that's the only political thing I saw.
But you bought it anyway.
Well, not the urinal sticker, no.
Right, no. Well, they did have the Jane Fonda one. I remember that.
That's totally different.
Every VFW post I go into
absolutely,
has it,
that's fantastic.
That's nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, so and I ended up. It was the other new thing they did this year at Comic-Con, the women. I'll take a picture of them because you just be like, hey, can I take a picture of you? And they just ready to go, pose, boobs out, and everything. Then after you take their picture, they give you their business card. Because they want like if you're going to post it on Instagram, so you can tag them.
Well, that's what
everyone.
Everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame,
but
us.
But it was wild because it just like all of a sudden it went from like nothing like that last year to like I got like 5 different cards.
Well, that event seems to be evolving every year.
It is. It's getting
bigger. I remember when
it
first started, it was just geeks only.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't say geeks in a derogatory term because in a way we all are.
Listen, there was some hot geeks and nerds here.
Yeah,
that Supergirl I ran into at the end. Lacey, her name is. As I now follow her stalk on Instagram.
Follow/stalk.
She was a really good. She wasn't overbearingly sexy. She was sexy, but not like blatant. She was Supergirl sexy. So just as far as cosplay, and then I'll wrap my portion up here.
Thank God. Come on, you know I'm here with I have to have the one line is stop it. Just accept it.
I didn't say anything.
I know that your look was everything.
It's a visual. One day we'll get a visual element to our show.
Yes, when we get some sponsors and we can afford equipment.
Get a Patreon page going.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
The
You know all these terms.
The one of the cosplay I saw was very adorable. Did you see Logan?
No.
Oh, damn it. Well, for those of you who've seen Logan, which was the recent
The girl.
Wolverine movie, it was a father as Old Man Logan,
Right.
and a girl as the girl. I don't remember her name in the movie, but the girl Wolverine.
Right.
And this girl had to have been like a legit 8 years old, and she looked exactly like the actress from the movie, and she even had that miserable look on her face, like the girl had in the movie.
Right.
It was
I've seen the trailers. I know what
adorable.
you're talking about.
These two, and they just stood.
So
there.
it was a father and daughter.
I hope it was a father and daughter.
Well, sure. Maybe it was her Uncle Paul.
You want to play footsie or anything?
Tattletale.
I saw my other favorite cosplay, which they were there last year, and I missed getting their photo. Was two guys who played the Joker's henchman from Batman '89, the Michael Keaton Batman.
Okay.
Remember the scene when they're going through the art gallery and they're playing Prince?
Googling it right now. Batman. Go. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and they got the Prince on, and the one guy's walking around with the boombox,
and they're destroying the art.
Yeah.
Right?
So it was two of the guys who had the purple jackets. One guy, bald guy with the boombox blasting Prince, and the other guy in front of him just dancing.
I forgot that was a Prince song.
Oh God, that, and I saw him, and I'm like,
oh, okay. They had the leather jackets on with the big collars.
Yes.
These two schmucks.
yeah, pretty much something like
Okay.
that.
Gotcha.
And that guy, literally that guy there.
This
as
is
I'm
great
showing
pod.
it.
This is great
This
pod.
one there. And if you go to my Instagram, you'll see it. And I remember I saw him last year.
And where?
On
and where? And where?
I saw him last year. They were on the elevator, and I don't want to take a picture on the elevator. It's a little dangerous. So this year I saw
They
him
could
again.
kill you?
Well, no, I don't want him to stop, turn around, and all of a sudden. So this year, where'd I see him? On the elevator again. But I'm like, escalator. I mean,
Maybe they live there.
so I'm like,
that ruined that joke when you changed it to escalator.
I'm gonna get you on the other side. So I ran around the whole convention center and got him coming down the other side. So that was cool.
They go, there's the crazy bearded guy again.
And then otherwise, me and Josh walked the floor. Josh from Victims and Villains. We did a live podcast.
Oh, you with him?
For a Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a live podcast that we're dropping on Retro Gamers and Victims and Villains. And other than that, I got a few autographs, mostly from wrestlers. And that was pretty much it. There was something else I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what it was. So,
Okay, sudden interruption.
oh well. Yes, sir.
You have 1 hour to spend with one female superhero / villain. Actually, you're at let me revise it. You're at Comic-Con.
Okay.
Okay, and someone's Bill cosplaying. Okay, you have a choice between Harley Quinn.
Which Harley?
From the newest Harley Quinn.
No, I'm saying, but there was like three. There was Harley Quinn in the shorts.
Margot Robbie
No. There's Harley Quinn in
with
the blue.
shredded pants.
Okay.
Okay, her, Lois Griffin.
It's a weird cosplay.
I said you only have like literally an hour, or I'm just gonna go with Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Well, with an hour, I feel like I would last longer with Lois Griffin.
This is such an honest answer.
So
Because you put thought into it.
yeah, it's a reason why I would never go to a prostitute.
That's the reason why.
Why spend all that money for just a few minutes of happiness?
Okay. Minutes.
Come on now. So yeah, so
you didn't answer the question.
I thought I did.
Lois Griffin.
Yeah,
Oh.
because Lois is sexy.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd take her over Marge.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Marge was in Playboy, like we talked about once before.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Still,
have
but
the
Lois had that leather outfit in that one episode.
And she did porn.
She did. This turned creepy. Okay, so anyway, while you were cosplaying and Comic-Conning, I worked 11 hours on Saturday. I came home and I passed out. And then Sunday morning, Gwen Stefani. Is that you doing?
That was Gwen Stefani. You're
Yes, it
right.
was. I was actually. You know what's funny? I was singing that song in my head. And if I sing this song out loud, it's gonna sound really gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but you did it. So thank you, thank you, Jiminy Cricket. So I had to wake up nice and early and start moving furniture in my house because my father-in-law is selling his home.
Oh, okay.
And my wife wanted the bedroom set that he and my now deceased mother-in-law used. Because he's downsizing, he's getting a whole new place, he's getting all new furniture, and it's a very good set, and ours was very old. So for the week and a half I knew this was coming, I was trying to sell my bedroom set.
I saw that, yes.
Yeah. And of course, through the Facebook sites and Let Go, and I've refused to do Let Go anymore because it was a full set. It was a bed frame, headboard, footboard, dresser, 2 end tables, and a mirror.
Oh, so it was all one.
One I was selling it for $75.
All of that, really?
I could have sold it for $300-$400. I wanted it out of my house, and I got many, many people going, yeah, can you give 50? I don't even know if that's a sentence. No, I'm pretty sure I know it's not a sentence, but no, I can't do 50. All I have is 50. Well, then move on. Okay, then I had some woman, I want this. I will give you $75 for it. I could pick it up on Sunday. I will be there on Sunday. Okay, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to confirm before I, tell me what I'm telling other people. It's pending pickup. It's pending pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 days before, I contact her. I'm like, yeah, are we still on for Sunday? Nothing.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, I go, all right, and I check, on Facebook, it's got that little check mark to see if or people the blue check or something to see if people seen at 9:43. Why you would do that ever? Facebook, thank you.
Oh, all I do is stare at that when people don't respond.
Yeah, and those 3 bars that keep saying someone's writing back and they don't.
Oh my God, yeah.
So she never contacted me, and I go, listen, you have till midnight to contact me, or I'm moving on.
Listen, bitch.
Mary,
oh.
Mery.
Was she jolly?
I don't know. She was happy. She was happy. I'm a college student, and I really need this furniture.
Really?
I just got my own place, and this would be perfect.
Maybe it was like a set.
What?
Quote unquote. She was using it for a set. College student needs to make some money.
You have a one-track mind. So that fell through. So then I go to the next person. No longer interested. Next person. No longer interested. Then I get, again. You give I 50? You give me 50? I'm like, no. So then I posted on regular Facebook, and somebody who I know from the neighborhood where I work, not one of my customers, but just somebody I know, he works for the town. I want it. I'm like, fine, all right. He goes, I can't come to get it till 3:00. Fine, no problem. I'm going to go to my father-in-law's house in the morning. I wake up. It's pouring. It is pouring out. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And I have, all my friends are at Comic-Con, so I have no one to help me move this furniture from the second floor down to the first into a U-Haul truck. Okay, because I had to rent the U-Haul truck. So
Jinkies.
I get the U-Haul truck. I bring it to my father-in-law's house. Now, he was also giving me a brand new generator.
Oh, there you go.
But the generator needed to have the wheels put on it because the generator weighs 73,000 pounds.
Whoa.
Yes, give or take. So first things first, I get the wheels on. I put the generator into the U-Haul truck. Done. So I start going upstairs. I start wrapping the furniture. There's a mirror. I take the mirror down. I wrap it in with the tape. Okay, I bring the mirror down. I bring the headboard down. I bring the footboard down. There's no footboard. I bring the frame down. Okay, now I got 2 end tables, a giant dresser, like a tall dresser, and then a long-ass dresser.
Venti.
What?
A venti dresser.
How do you know that? Why do you know that? I don't even know that.
It's a Starbucks joke.
Oh God, you are the worst. You are the worst joke teller ever. It's terrible.
It was there.
No,
it was there.
No, that's when you keep to yourself. We need to take an improv class. No, we do.
I would love to.
We do.
And I'd score an A on it.
You don't score an A on it. You graduate from it. We would do it, and I would pretend not to know you. Because then we could just slap each other, and people are like, wow, these guys are really into it. Come on, that would be funny.
All you do is Harry Carey.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's it. Every joke.
Okay, you're a flower. Hey, I'm a rose. Look at my petals.
Never. Remember, you always say yes. That's the one rule. That's the one
Yes,
rule.
and.
Yes, and. That's
Yes,
what it is.
and.
Yes, and.
Right. So, or yeah, but still. So then my wife comes because she has to help me move the furniture.
Because no one is available.
Because no one is available,
Because we're all
and
at
there's
Comic-Con.
other people I just refuse to ask because then I'll either never hear the end of it. Hey, who helped you move that furniture? You know, I'm like, what do you want, a biscuit? I mean, seriously. So I have too much stupid pride, and there's just people I don't want to ask, and then there's people, and then it's just like, a desperate plea before I asked my wife on Facebook. I posted, "Hey, who wants to help me move furniture?"
I saw that.
Not one like, not one response.
While I was
nothing.
on the train, I saw that.
Yeah, good for you. So again, pouring rain. I get as much furniture blankets I get. I buy 2 of those strappy things that strap furniture to the
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Because obviously I'm not used to driving the U-Haul truck. I'm just driving it empty from the place to the thing. I was like jerking all over the road. I'm like,
that's disgusting. You should put both hands on the wheel.
that was a good one. See, good for you. You're learning. So my wife comes, but who comes along with my wife? Both of my children.
Oh,
yeah. So
it's a party now.
Now the only thing left in my father-in-law's house was the bedroom set, a few scattered things, and the TV. Okay. So and there was literally like a coffee table and 2 chairs where the recliner was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, I also took one of the recliners. So my wife comes and I was like, the one time I'm like, just watch TV, kids. Please just watch TV. Please. I got my dolly. I got everything. So take the 2 end tables first because they're the smallest. Okay. Then take the mirror. Or I might already have the mirror out. Now we got this long ass dresser. Okay. Which is going to be my wife's new dresser.
Okay.
Fine. Now I have the truck till 3:00. My wife rented the truck until 3, from 11 to 3. Give me plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, right.
No. No. So, again, in the rain, get the end tables in. Now we're getting this giant hunk of furniture down the stairs, and I'm like, do exactly what I tell you. Because now I used to load production vehicles. Like I would literally break down an entire set, put it into a U-Haul truck, and then get back to the studio and then take it out of the U-Haul truck and put it back in a warehouse.
Oof.
And I could do that with 2 other people in like 2 hours flat. I mean, I'm talking full truck that like, you open it and like things start falling out. That's how full this truck was. I literally had like 6 pieces of furniture. I'm like, I go to my wife, who I love and I adore, my wife. I go, listen to me and lift. And when I say 3, that's when we lift. I go, and I'm going to tell you where to grab it, where to grab onto the furniture. Do you think she listened to me at all? She was grabbing. She's like, I need to open up a drawer and put my hand in it. I go, no, you don't, because I taped all the drawers shut because these drawers didn't come out for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
Making my life that much easier. No, they were on these tracks that you had to like press one button.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
I'm like, no. I'm like, this is not happening. So first thing is first, I tipped the furniture off. The wheels, the legs unscrewed. And I weighed one bag of legs weighed 25 pounds. Wow. These things, I'm like, I said to I go, you know what? I'm thinking there is nothing wrong with the furniture I have. But I'm in it now because someone's coming.
Yeah.
I think, so fine. It takes us like an hour just to get this long piece of furniture down because I literally had to like pivot,
Pivot.
Yeah, I mean, and it almost now I'm on the staircase down. She's on top of it, and she's like, I can't bend. I'm like, I told you where to lift from. I'm a girl. I go, oh, now all of a sudden I'm like, she's like, I can't lift. This is too heavy. I was like, I will lift this. I will drag this fucking thing out of the house. I don't care if I'm scratching walls, floors. I don't care if I'm putting holes in sheetrock. I don't care if by the time I get into the truck, it's in 3 pieces. I don't care. We get that one in. I am literally, and it's a light drizzle, but I am literally soaked. My shirt was soaked with sweat straight through that. I took it off and I wrung it out.
Ooh.
Okay. And she's like, that's disgusting. I go, get away from me. I was just like, we actually ended up getting into a fight. And of course, my son, My daughter, I told her to sit down and watch TV. She sat down and watched TV. She didn't blink. My son, I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. I'm like, Joe, I'm going to crush you. You have to get out of the way. But I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. I'm like, get out of the way. Finally, I grabbed him literally by the scruff of his neck, and I go, sit in the seat. If you get up from it again, I cancel Christmas. I was like, this is, and he's like, you're rude. I go, you goddamn right I am. I was like this. I'm like, don't get up again. Right? What do you? So, now we have one piece of furniture left. Okay, and it's like at this point, it's like I want to say like around almost 1:00. Okay. The last piece of furniture wasn't as bad. It was just really bulky because it was tall. So, like, it just barely made it on the thing. Get it in the truck. She starts talking to the next door neighbor. Okay? And I'm ratcheting and everything. Then, and, like, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, okay, I got to get this thing unloaded. Even if it stays in my garage, you know, I got to get this truck back by 3. And she goes, oh, my father said I could take the 2 plants in the back.
No.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking, well, where the F am I going to put this in my house? I don't want 2 giant potted plants. I'm like, all right, I'm like, I can't lift them. They're too heavy. She goes, oh, there's a hand truck in the shed.
How convenient.
How convenient. So get the hand truck. And I'm like, all right, potted plant. Okay, I'll just let it fall. You know, I'll just let it tip. Oh, sorry, it broke, you know.
Oopsie.
Oh, no, this thing fit perfectly on the thing. I was shaking it. I was going over the one cracked piece of pavement that he's got on the side of the house. I'm like hitting it on purpose. I'm like, let this thing just fall and roll off. Nope. Right in the truck. 2 of them. Okay, fine. Get everything loaded. I'm heading back to the house. I'm starting to unload. It's 2:15.
Ooh. Whoa,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
You're unloading at 2:50.
I know. I'm leaving Levittown to go to Wantor at
Yeah, that's what I
2:15.
meant, yeah.
So I already know I'm going over.
Wow.
Get to my house. I start unloading. She calls me. We're stopping to get Wendy's. You want anything? And I'm like, no, get here and help me unload this goddamn truck. Because I need help to unload it. You know, I got to take it up a ramp, down the ramp. Even if, like I said, let it stay in my driveway. It stopped raining at this point. Well, I'm already here. So I'm like, all right, fine. Get me a Baconator. You know, don't forget a shake. I want a shake. Okay. Because I'm at this point, my diet's out. I'm like, I need a straight. I go, the largest shake they have. I go, ask them for a bigger cup.
And Wendy's shakes are awesome.
I know.
Frosties.
Yes, Frosties, right. So I'm like, I was craving a strawberry shake. I'm like, fine.
Ooh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. No, it's not. I'm thinking in my head, all right, a little fruit. All right, that's healthy, right? No. So they come home. And I took whatever I can carry off. I put the generator in my shed, locked the shed. I did everything. Whatever. Now I'm like waiting. All I got is the furniture. It's like 2:30. I'm like, it's like no 2:40. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I already know I'm going to be late. So, but if I eat quick, I could leave my house at 3, and it'll take me 10 minutes to get there. Maybe by the grace of God, they'll go. Don't worry about it.
You think there'd be some sort of like half-hour leeway?
Yeah, right. You know,
So,
traffic, whatnot.
yeah.
And I think it was like 15 minutes, whatever. So we get there. I scoff my sandwich. I'm like, all right, where's my shake? Oh, I forgot to get you a shake. I'm like, really? Well, I didn't, because she texted me.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, I didn't read the text. I'm like, all right, fine. We got the fries. Oh, the kids ate all the fries. I'm like, okay. All right. So I said, all right, I'm done eating. Let's go. Well, we're not done eating. I go, let's go. I go, we're unloading. So I get the look of hell, you know, like you're a dead person when you sleep tonight, you know. Okay.
Ice pick right
My
through the ear.
arm is also, I have like a giant gash like on my wrist over here, okay. So I literally just took packing tape and I taped up
There
my
you
arm.
go. Nice. I like it.
Yeah, if I had a staple gun, I would have stapled it shut. So, get everything unloaded. I get now as I'm ready to leave with the truck. I get everything into the bedroom. Okay, because I took all the furniture out of the bedroom and put it in my living room. Okay, for the person to come.
Okay.
So you know my house. It was tight.
Yeah.
Of course, now the kids, want to play. I'm like, go in the $20,000 playroom we built and don't come out of it, until it's night. I go until. So as I'm about to pull away, I'm like, if the guy comes, tell him I'll be back in 15 minutes. I just dropping the truck off. My car was there. As I pull up, as I get into the U-Haul truck, he pulls up. I'm like, okay.
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. So, sure enough, he's with a buddy. They have a pickup truck that has a lift.
Nice.
I'm like, you bastards. I'm like, where were you this morning? I could have used both of you.
But the U-Haul is specifically designed to be lower than all the other competitors.
Yeah. Okay. So They're in and out of my house in 20 minutes. Okay.
So these guys are professionals.
Now I know this guy. I know this guy many years, and I was offering 75. He's like, I was like, dude, I know it's going to a good home. I go, give me $50. I was like, because he's a friend.
Yeah.
Total stranger, it would have been 75. He hands me a $100 bill. I go, I don't have change. He goes, I don't care. I don't want it. Take it. He goes, take it. He goes, I'm like, dude, I can't take it. Stand up guy. I'll go to bat for this guy in a day. So whatever. I ended up. He goes, take your family out to dinner tonight with it. So.
It's a lot of Wendy's.
Well, it didn't need to because I was returning the late truck. So there was no dinner. Okay. So this is my point. So
let me guess, you paid the late fee in cash.
I had a $100 bill on me. So I get there. I leave my house at 4:00.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get there, and they go, fill up the tank. I literally put like 4 miles on the truck. I'm like, yeah, I filled it up. It didn't even move. Like the thing. I'm like, yeah, I filled it up. So he's like, okay, well, the late fee, blah, 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 blah. It was like $75 to rent the truck. I just wanted to make my money back on the truck. The $75, right? Another $50 in late fees.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I was
$50.
Like, 40. It was like $44,
Still.
$45 or whatever.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, that's about right. My life sucks. So, get back. I get my car back. I cannot lift my arms. Okay, I literally cannot lift my arms. I'm exhausted. I'm like, all right. Luckily, my dresser with my clothes matched the original set. So the tall dresser that we picked up from my father-in-law's, well, that was going in my basement.
Oh,
where we are now, which means it had to go in my garage with the recliner that we got and my car.
And there's like no room in there already.
Well, my car had to come out.
Oh, okay.
My old car.
Yeah.
That's never been out in the rain. And now it's raining again. And I'm starting to twitch. Okay. And I get this. Oh, don't worry about it. It needs a paint job anyway. I think we had a podcast where I remember she was putting stuff on the hood of my car, right, my old car. So I'm twitching, and now there's a recliner, and I'm like, all right. I said, listen, can we, I'm gonna let's
Can we
relax. And I said, and we'll get the we'll get stuff in the basement. We'll just work from inside the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just do it tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, no, let's not. I'm like, let's not do it tomorrow.
Wouldn't tomorrow be Monday?
No, yes, Monday, Columbus Day.
Yeah.
I'm off.
I'm not. Okay, never mind.
I'm like, well, you wanted to go pumpkin picking tomorrow, right? So we can't do it tomorrow. Oh, we're not going to go to the afternoon, so we have the whole morning. Do you remember how much it poured on Columbus Day? My car is in the driveway, not in the garage. So
you were better off going to Comic-Con.
Yeah, so I'm better off going to Bill Cosby's hotel room. That's where I was better off going.
We should start a Bill Cosby con.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine?
Everyone just dressed in like college sweaters.
God, the cops would be there in no time.
Women getting roofied. I'd come in with like a snack pack of Jell-O pudding. That'd be great. You come here. Anyway, so let's get back. So then I take it upon myself in the middle, like, whatever. I shower, I get cleaned up, and then I'm staring at the old recliner.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, this thing, I hate it. It's got to go. So, sure as shit, the recliner comes out. I take the recliner and I put it in now in the new recliner now in its spot in the living room.
Okay.
But I can't lift the stressor
because you're just toast.
I got nothing. So I go to bed that night, and my car's in the driveway getting soaked and rained on, and the next day, I could not move. I just had no energy, and I slept till about 10 o'clock. And she's like, "Okay, well, we're meeting such and such at 11:30." I'm like, "All right, well, let's quickly do the dress up. No, let's just do it when we get back." And I'm like, "Are you effing kidding me right now?" I'm working in the garage. I'm moving everything I could possibly get out of this garage into like different spots in the basement because there's a ton of other crap. Sure enough. Well, we got to leave. And so it stayed there the whole afternoon. Do the pumpkin fucking farm in But the good thing, my kids ended up being on TV for it, but because there was a News 12 there, whatever. So they whatever, and I do the goddamn stupid pumpkins, which rolling all over the back of my goddamn truck, and what? No, they didn't smash.
No.
Smashing pumpkins?
No.
What?
I forgot. I have totally unrelated. I have a cake that's been in the back of my truck for about 2 days that I just remembered about.
Oh well, that's no good. That's gonna smell. Don't put it in my garbage cans outside. All right. You take that shit back to Merrick. Get home from the pumpkin farm.
Okay.
And I'm like, let's go right now. And we move it into the thing. I get the car in the garage. I dry it off because I'm a lunatic. And now I have all new furniture. That's nice. My wife is happy.
That's what ultimately...
I'm scratched up and bruised. And it's now, what's today? Wednesday? That was Monday. I still can't lift my arms over my shoulders. And so the new bed, and I passed out in it. I didn't make it yet. I go, I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't like
just
you.
Make it open.
I don't like you right now. I don't like you. And then I go, oh, I got to do a podcast with Larry on Wednesday. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Does she even know about this?
About what?
The podcast?
Oh, yeah. She's recording with Larry tonight. I go, yeah, don't get me wrong, people. I love my wife. I love her. And
That's
I was
never
like,
been a question.
I want her. I told her. I said, you should come down. She don't.
Awesome.
She's like, I don't think. She goes, I don't think you're going to be famous from this, but as long as you're having fun doing it. I go, thanks, honey. Thanks for that vote of confidence. So, no, at least I wish I can get her saying that on tape, so if she ever divorces me, she can't take half of anything I make from this eventually. So,
very true.
I actually want her to be on it because she's got some pretty good dating stories. But we actually got into a little
tiff.
Disagreement on the children issue tonight.
Fair
so, I could actually talk about that
Legally. Yeah,
well, my daughter had a meltdown as we were trying to give them a nice, reward for being good.
That's how that works.
Go figure that one out. Parents, you could relate to this.
Parenting, good Lord.
You don't even know how lucky you are. So my kids were good. My kids had a very good day at school, and we had to go out for a fundraiser. My friend's son. My friend's son is an Eagle Scout.
Very good. Congratulations.
And,
this is before the girls take over.
Okay. The thoughts and ideas are not what's that? Not directly related to mine, Larry. So
actually, I have no problem with them.
Right.
Sure. But very cool that he's an Eagle Scout. Very nice.
Yeah, and he's doing an Eagle project where he's going to be building a whole "Welcome to Wantor" sign.
So he's not an
Jerusalem.
Eagle Scout yet.
No, he is an Eagle Scout.
He's working on his Eagle Scout.
I don't know. He's 17 years old and he wears the stupid uniform. I don't know.
I'm just trying to get this clear.
I don't know what he is. He's a scout of some sort. He's an Eagle Scout, a Master Scout, a Cub Scout, a Tiger Scout, a Boy Scout, a half-man Scout. He's a Cub Scout with a beard. I don't know what he is. I don't know. All I know is now my son wants to be a Tiger Lily Cub Scout thing, and I have to go to a meeting on Monday.
Good. Telling you.
It's fine. I have no problem with it, but I don't know the different levels.
You will.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Okay, but it is his Eagle Scout program thing. Not important to the story, Larry. Focus.
I as an Eagle Scout, I wanted to make sure I understood properly. Nevertheless, very good that he's doing the project. I wish him all the best luck in the world. If there's anything I can do to contribute, I'd be more than happy to.
You give me some money.
I will be more than happy to.
Oh, you'll give money. You'll just give money for anything because you have all the money in the world, don't you?
Not after this weekend, no.
Well, me neither. Because you know what? I had to pay $100 and something for a goddamn U-Haul truck. I'm getting started. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. So my kids were very good. We decided to take them to... It was at Moe's, like like a Chipotle thing, I guess Moe's is.
It's a better Chipotle, yeah.
Whatever.
Even though they're undercover.
All I know is that if I went with a coupon there, I had 25% off my dinner with and he would get credit for it, whatever. The money that they saved would go towards his thing, whatever.
Yes.
So we
that's
went,
cool.
had a good time. Kids were very well behaved. I said, all right, let's go get them some dessert. They were good, There's a couple of new places that opened up in the area. This one's called Free Plug, Domia Flavor.
Oh, yeah, we're going.
Artisan Donuts. They're no joke, okay? So they have like s'mores, Nutella, peanut butter and jelly with like real Smucker's jelly in it. They have a maple bacon one.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. And they have the whole create your own bar.
We will be broadcasting live from
I'm sure we
Do
can.
Me a Favor.
I'm sure we
next
can.
time.
And they have like their own fresh coffee. Everything. Really cool place, small, right by the train. We go there, and my son and my daughter are acting like complete fucking assholes in the goddamn place. And I'm like, look at them, like, calm down. I'm like, guys, it's like they didn't have the sugar yet. They smelled it in the air, and they started flipping out like Ralphie May. I'm sorry,
Aw.
too soon. Sorry,
Too
Rest
soon,
in peace,
Alvy.
Ralphie May.
Yeah.
So, they were like flipping out, like there was, and I'm like, and finally, my daughter has a habit of like she likes to pick up her brother. She picks
Okay.
him up, but then she drops him.
As
Okay,
you do.
So I'm like, stop picking him up. I'm starting to get that parent like that look, and parents, you know
Yeah.
this look. You can relate, Larry. You can't, but
Absolutely.
I'm sure you've gotten the look from your parents. But
I'm sure.
but even as an adult, I'm sure you've gotten the look from your parents. But I'm like, cut the shit. It's like I could say I didn't move my lips there. You see that? Cut. I look at them. I shoot them there.
You're like a ventriloquist.
And I grab them both. I literally grab them both, and I go, "You sit there." To my son, I go, "You sit there." I go, "There's one person in line in front of us, but they're ordering like 73 donuts. The fat bastard." Okay, and I'm like, and there's only like 10 donuts left, and I'm freaking out that they're gonna get the last one that I want, you know. So, but I didn't realize she actually had a little extra stash in the back. So I'm like, "Sit there. You sit there." My son, all right, Dad. I was like, okay.
Good gentleman.
And then I look at Juliana, and she's like trying to put her hand out to poke her, and I'm like, Juliana, cut it out. So, and she's not listening to me. So I go, get over here. I go, get over here. Get over here. She's like, no. I go, get over here now. And like my voice got lower. Okay, and I'm like, I mean, I could. So she comes over, and I go, what part of my face is smiling? And I go, none. I go, cut the shit, sit down, shut up so you can get your donut. You keep acting like a fool. I go, you're going to get nothing.
Your teeth don't even separate when you're talking like this.
I was like, and she's like looking at me, and she's got like a smirk on her face, like she's laughing. I go, are you kidding me right now? I go, are you seriously smiling at me? I go, so now she turns around. And what she doesn't know is that I could see her face in the reflection of the window, and she's making like I'm like she's going like meh, 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 meh. So I go, that's it. I go, I grab her by her like under her armpit. I go, let's go. I go in the car. Right now, all I was gonna do, I was gonna get her in the car, and I was gonna yell at her. And I go, calm yourself, calm down, you know. But because she thought she was going to be in so much more trouble and not get a donut, she had she had a complete meltdown. That when I said get in the car, she ran back into the store and almost shattered the glass of the door of the front door. And I grabbed her, and I was like, and I said, I opened up the door of the car, and I launched her into the car, and I shut the door. And my wife's looking at me through the window, and my son, God bless the little boy, is still sitting there at the counter, at the chair, just twiddling his thumbs, looking at the train going by in the train station.
God, I wish I knew what that felt like to have a sibling like about to get their ass handed to
and
them.
I get in the car, and I shut the door, and I scream the loudest. I'm like, I am sitting here yelling at you, talking to you, and telling you to get your
voice.
And no, I would blow out the microphones right now and I'm like, to the point where she literally started crying.
There you go.
She started, and I'm like, guess who's getting a donut? I am. Your mother is, and your brother is. I go, and you're not getting one. And then she just lost it again. Now these donuts are like $4 a pop. These
Good
donuts,
Lord.
Okay, something like that. So excuse me. So I slammed the door. I locked the door so she can't. And now I go, don't move from your seat. So sit down. Now, Mama, her birthday's in like a week and a half. Okay, I go, and I'm like, and of course, then I make the mistake of threatening something that I can't. I go, your party gone. I'm like this. You know, and she's like, I'm in the store, and I could hear her screaming in the car. I go back out because the fat bastard is still ordering more freaking things. And I'm like, so I go back out. I go, I can hear you from inside the store. I go, if I come back to this car and you're still screaming, I go, I'm leaving you here. I go, and the bums who, because we actually have 2 or 3 bums, I go, the bums who live at the train station, those are your new parents. Okay? So my wife
They
is,
raised her to be a wonderful woman.
yeah, absolutely. She's a shopping bag lady. So we get in, and finally fat ass leaves, and there's like 1 donut left. No, there's like, so my son gets one, I get one, and she's like, well, what does Jules want? I go, oh no, she gets nothing. She's like, really, Frank, you can't do that. I'm like, she gets nothing. And I'm like, I have to stick to my guns on this.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Okay, so, but you were here in my house when you heard that conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I go, I kind of felt bad because she really wasn't being that bad, but the fact that she was mocking me,
Disrespect.
you know, it was complete disrespect, and I was like, I was over the top.
Yeah.
So I bought her a donut, but she's not getting it.
You're gonna dangle it in front of her for the next couple
Absolutely.
days.
No. I said so.
As you slowly
So
eat
she
it.
came in, and I literally sat down at came back into the house, and I was like, "This is the best donut ever." And I was like eating my donut, and I was letting the jelly go on my chin. I'm like, "Oh, this is like, you know, it was orgasmic." I was making, this was the best donut ever made. Like Willy Wonka couldn't have made a donut
Ooh.
better, you know. And she's sitting, and she got this sad face on, and I'm laughing on the inside. I'm like, oh, you don't like when someone laughs in your face? Oh, so. I was like, wow. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm being a real dick. But you know what? In the same breath, I'm like, I'm teaching my daughter a lesson.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you can see, she was so good for the rest of the night. Okay. And I told her, I said, now I'm going to be leaving for work really early tomorrow. Thankfully, I hopefully, knock wood, don't have to train anyone because the guy that I trained this week was slower than shit. But I mean, literally, I would drive to the next corner, and he'd still be at the parking spot. I'm sitting there at the corner going, let's go. Let's go. You know? But, so what do you call it? So I said, if you're good tomorrow, and I mean good, you have to be 1,000% good, you know, jump how high kind of good, you'll get the donut for dessert tomorrow. And I said, and what did I say? You heard me say this. And if you're not, I'm eating the donut in front of you. You know, because I need a donut like a hole in the head. But... So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. So I love my children. And it gets even better. I got to tell you what my upcoming week is.
Okay.
Stephanie's going away for 4 days on work.
Ooh. Guess who's not recording a podcast?
Well, that's why we're recording this
Yeah.
week. So Stephanie's going away for 4 days starting not even Monday, Sunday.
Ooh.
She's coming back Thursday. So guess who's a single dad for 4 days? Guess who had to take a week's off of work?
Really?
I had to take a week's vacation.
Wow.
I had to burn a week's vacation because it's just easier for
I
me
imagine, yeah.
than to get someone to get my kids on the bus in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make the best out of
The
this.
staycation.
It's a little staycation. Sunday, I got the kids. We'll go do something nice. My daughter's got soccer. We'll go for soccer. Maybe I'll take my son's little toy Mustang out. He can get one last ride before the weather turns. All right, no problem. Monday, I'll get the kids on the bus, and then I'm like, wait a second. I'm free. I'm free for the rest of the day. This is beautiful. I'll go online. I'll look at some crock pot recipes. I won't have to cook. I'll just throw everything in the crock pot. Here you go. Here's meatloaf. Here you go. And here's sloppy joes.
just eat out of the
One
pot.
night we'll do like a Mexican night. I'm like, this is great. And then she goes, so listen, while I was away, I made a few appointments for the kids. And I'm like, what? I go, you gave me work? I go, I took off a week's work so you could go on do your little Seattle vacation. She goes, it's not vacation, it's a business trip. I'm like, who are you kidding? I go, you're going to meetings and then you're going to have dinner with your coworkers every night. I go, now if you've seen my Facebook post, and I'll put them on the Better Half podcast this time. My daddy diaries when my wife goes away, as I slowly, madly go insane.
Yep.
By Thursday, I'll be a stark raving lunatic. So Monday, I have to take my son to the Boy Scout meeting.
Cub Scout.
Whatever.
Thursday.
I don't know what to do with my daughter. I guess she's got to either come along or I have to find someone to watch
That's
her.
true, yeah.
And it's only like an hour and a half, but whatever. So that's fine. So Monday, I'm thinking, maybe I'll go. maybe I'll go to a movie. I haven't gone to a movie in a long time that's not a cartoon. I'm like, maybe it will still be out in the theater. Maybe I could still catch that, you know? I'll get one of those nice reclining seats. I'll get my own bucket of popcorn.
What?
I'll sneak in my own Dunkin' Donuts iced tea. Maybe I'll get Goobers. I don't know, Raisinets, something. I won't have to share anything. I'm like, I'm going to do this. So I'm thinking maybe Monday afternoon. Thank God this thing's Monday night. Okay. So Tuesday, nothing planned. All right. I'm making sure the kids are in the afternoon program for school because I'm not picking up I want from 3 to 5 when I have to get them. That's my time. Okay. I'm going to be catching up on my DVR. I'm going to be my Netflix. I might end the game on Xbox.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have some alone time with Daddy.
You're gonna have some you time.
Okay, some me time.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna have breakfast and lunch by myself. Okay, I'm gonna get to watch my TV shows. Okay, this is gonna be fantastic. And then she goes, "Oh yeah, Thursday's picture day."
Already?
I'm like yeah. I go. So what does that mean? She goes, well, you got to learn how to do Juliana's hair.
Oh.
I go, yeah, I know how to do a ponytail, and that's about it. So here's how resourceful I am. Gentlemen, write this down. Today at the school bus, stop. I said to one of my neighbors, I go, you know how to do a braid? A mom, she goes, yeah, of course I know how to do a braid. I go, you're hired. I go, Thursday morning, I'll be here at the school bus with my daughter. I'm paying you to do a braid. She goes, you don't have to pay me. I go, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. I go, you're hired. So... got that covered because my son's easy. He's got short hair. Done. Put a little dippity dap in there. He's done. So, and then there was another. Oh, and then this is the kicker. This is great. Are you ready for this? Wednesday the 18th. Guess what I'm doing?
What?
Oh, I'm a chaperone.
Ooh,
on a class trip.
Oh no.
To a fucking pumpkin farm.
You better go to a pumpkin bomb.
A fucking pumpkin farm.
Wow. And you just went pumpkin picking.
I know. But this is with the class. I'm the chaperone. I'm me. I'm not. I shouldn't be responsible for 2 children. I have to watch someone else's now?
You should talk to my father because he chaperoned one trip and was asked to never chaperone again.
Oh, I need advice.
We went to a museum.
Should I come in like a half T-shirt with my stomach sticking out or something?
Short shorts.
Yeah. Oh. Daisy Dukes. I think
just a cup coming out of the bottom there of your pants.
It's not a cup.
That's no moon. No, that's a moon.
It's a moose.
Full moon. One thing I forgot to mention earlier. Christmas has been ruined from me. That is disgusting.
What? It's my foot.
I know, and I'm staring right at it. So can you? No, I'm gonna. It's not cool.
This is my basement.
I'm aware of that.
This is my.
I'm just happy you're wearing clothes.
This part of the basement up until that part is my basement. My wife slowly took over that part over there.
So Christmas has been completely ruined for me from New York Comic Con, and then we'll get into our final topic.
Did you see Bad Santa or something?
No, Santa Claus was at Comic Con. A very cool looking Santa too. Very joyous, full beard, had the outfit and everything. So it looked like it was the legit OG Santa. And he comes up, he's like, hey, Merry Christmas and everything.
Ho, 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 ho.
So I'm like, hey, I'll see you in 2 months. And he comes up to me, I was with a friend of mine, and he goes to us and he goes, naughtiness is not documented. It's graded. And just walked away. I'm like, Santa, that's not funny.
You bastard.
You just ruined the entire thing for me.
Yeah, well,
I don't want Santa stopping by my house.
F minus.
I don't want Santa stopping by.
It's graded.
Then he handed me a little flyer of his, and it's like, email Santa where you want to see him next.
This is that guy. That sounds like a creepy goddamn Santa.
Okay. So
anyway,
let's.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh no, you want to?
No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
So
write it down next time. So I run a tight ship.
Okay.
I have, and I am creating this interweb of podcasts, which are now under the umbrella of the More of the Same network. I have the Retro Gamers. I have the Pro Slam World podcast, which I have to start doing again. I have the Better Half.
No, you have the yin and the yang.
And I have the yin and the yang.
And then you save the best one for last. You have the Better Half.
So 4 podcasts I do. And I enjoy everyone I do these with. All of you. You, Anthony Rippo, Anthony Chu, I enjoy broadcasting with. But apparently, two of you are deciding to make my life a living hell.
We're not making your life a living hell. We're making your life an interesting hell.
Where now, as I co-own the better half, which is now apparently going to go one-on-one against the show that I co-host, which is not my show, The Yin and the Yang.
You co-host this one.
With Anthony Chu. We're equals on this, even though when I listened back on the last podcast, you did a lot of my podcast, my show, but we're still on the same team on this one, even though I'm stuck in the middle.
I don't, when I say that, well, it is ours, but I mean, I say it,
Ours.
I don't, when I say my, is I'm not saying like, you're just my engineer or anything. I'm saying this was my idea.
It was.
This was my idea.
I'm
So
aware of
this
that.
is my, for me, I feel like it's my little project, but we're equal. And I'm saying that on record. We're equal. I just say it's just a pronoun. Look past that.
So anyway,
You can be replaced. So, I mean, as well can I.
I own the first 11 episodes then.
No, you don't.
So
Well, see, what you don't know is I actually already sent all the copyrighted
did you
stuff
really?
to myself,
Oh, okay.
certified.
Gotcha.
So technically, if we had to go down to the courthouse,
apparently I'm not stuck in the middle because I think I'm going to side with the yin and the yang on this whole thing and the way this is going.
no, I'm kidding. I kid because I love.
Oh,
I kid
okay.
'cause I love. What do I owe you? $34 for the end.
We're going to talk about that.
I'm gonna
No,
give
but
you-
I'll be a little less actually now.
I'm going to give you 40.
But it's probably going to be a little less because it's a new show.
Huh?
I got to talk to Anthony.
Oh, I guarantee he's
So.
not gonna pay you.
All right, so here's how it's going to go.
Well, can you give a little backstory?
No,
first?
that's what I'm trying to
Okay,
get
okay,
into.
Sorry. Doctor.
Okay, so at this point, I just recorded episode 4 with him on Monday, but we were 3 episodes into the yin and the yang.
Are you doing it every week with him?
Yes, his is week
Oh,
4.
I might have to step up my game.
That
then.
works for me. And what the yin and the yang...
Because you really want no life.
It is true. I do a lot. Mostly Sundays. I do try and record on Sundays. With the yin and the yang, it's just basically Anthony Chu talking about martial arts, mixed martial arts, wrestling, topics that he likes, and I kind of go along with him. But he's upset because, and it's true, I don't really cross promote too much on these shows. I don't really, and especially with him because he's kind of the new kid on the block.
Yeah, but I think it's not. I don't think it's a negative thing. I think you don't do it because, and not that I've never noticed, or frankly, do I care? But I think it's just you want each one to stand on its own.
I do, but I do want to, I'm thinking about doing something that I would tag either in the beginning or the very end of the shows, like this is a more of the same network or something like that.
Yeah.
A little
I know,
something.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
combines
No, I
it.
know that's called
But-
like an intro and an outro.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bumpers. They're called
Yeah, there you go.
bumpers.
And I would like to do bumpers for the other shows anyway, just to
Okay,
do them.
and we could do that.
And there's stuff
we could
I'm
record
thinking of,
that.
stuff I'm thinking of.
Absolutely.
So
We're a growing enterprise.
Absolutely.
I mean, see, you have a growing enterprise.
I do, goddammit.
So, and I'm just a little pawn. Look, there could be a time when you could just sit back, relax, and make the money, and I'll just be on the microphone by myself. You know,
You would love that.
no.
You'd love to
I'm
do
just
a
saying,
solo
it's getting
episode.
to the point where you.
No, I couldn't. I would
Look,
love
there
to.
might be an episode where I'm on vacation with my family, stuck in some godforsaken, awful place, and you're going to have someone.
That's why I want you to call in.
You're gonna, or you're gonna have someone be the other half, for that.
And I've done guests. And
Yes,
had
I've
guests
done.
on the show.
I've been guest.
You have.
I guest hosted the Retro Gamers.
So Chu was a little upset.
Best downloaded episode, by the way.
It was one of the better ones.
I know.
He was a little upset that I really didn't cross promote, kind of getting his show out,
But he just
because
started.
he's new. So he figured he can get the rub if the other shows mentioned him. But also, which I guess you can talk about this, there's apparently some history because on Facebook he had blocked you.
He had blocked me and a few other people. We were all friends. No one knows why. And our other friend, who's the prick of our group, who I love,
I saw him on Friday.
who I love,
At
like
Comic-Con.
who with his whole family.
No, actually, he was with his brother.
Oh, okay.
One of his brothers.
Well, our friend
our
Dan,
Sunday
another mutual. We all call we know like 6 Anthonys.
Honestly, it's ridiculous.
And so we have to all call them by our last name. So, it's hard for us to Anthony number 1, our roommate, is the shit stirrer. Anthony Chu, who has the Yin and the Yang podcast. Did I say it right?
We'll get into that in a moment.
Yin and the Yang.
Yin and the Yang. The Yin and the Yang.
The Yin and the Yang podcast, is another mutual friend. I met him. I met him through. He was a part of your like original circle of friends, and I came in towards the end because of my cousin. So, and never had an issue. But all of a sudden, I find that our good friend Anthony, a host of the Yin and the Yang podcast, blocked me on Facebook, as well as our other friend Anthony, and I think one or two other people, and no explanation. No, nothing. I thought things were good, and for years, and it's been years now.
It's been a while, yeah.
Because I don't normally see him, and when I do end up seeing him at certain events, it's always very cordial. It's always very, and it's funny because I actually work with someone who knows him.
Well, before we get into further,
but I would just like no explanation as to why me and a few other people were blocked.
Well, you're going to get an explanation, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because
yo, man,
last week. All right, I have to break the fourth wall here where we're recording here. So, well, no, it's still kind of chronological. It works. On the newest episode of The Yin and the Yang, I did. He asked me to play the clip from our episode 10, where I started talking about the show, and which you said, "Oh, don't talk about a show on my podcast," and then. You started going into how you blocked him, or how he blocked you, how you've broken bread together, you've talked philosophy together, and that he stole your idea.
Philosophication. Well, he stole my
He stole
idea
your idea.
because
So-
you probably told it to him.
So, he's rebutted with a statement which
Is this a pot off?
I still trying to figure out what that, because that's where I put my foot in my mouth, because I'm the one that mentioned a pot off, and I don't even know what that is. So I'm going to now play for you and everyone a portion of the Yin and the Yang,
Oh, God.
which you can listen to every Thursday on iTunes, Spreaker, and Facebook, YouTube, and it's part of the More to the Same network, hosted by Anthony Chu, co-hosted by myself. So, folks, here is the snippet, the part of the Yin and the Yang, episode 4, where Anthony Chu responds to your comments from
I
episode.
don't even remember my comments from episode 10.
Hit play. Okay, well, there's the clip.
All right. Well, listen, folks. Really, fucking seriously. All right, here's the thing, okay? I doubt that Frank's listening to this shit because you know something, Frank. You only promote everybody else, but you don't promote anybody, only yourself. Okay, you only promote the guy that you look in the mirror every morning. And if I look like a Ralph Cramden for the U.S. Postal Service, I would fucking be a little. I would wonder what my other half is too. And apparently your half is called Larry Mormon here. So you know what? And don't sit back with a smirk on your face because I'm a little mad at you too, my friend. Okay.
Me?
Now, yes, I am mad at you because you opened your mouth and that was the wrong time to plug the show because one knows. Okay, the first thing he does is don't plug him. This is my impression of Frank. Don't plug him on my show. Don't plug his show on my show. All right. Yeah. First of all, buddy, the name of the show is Yin and Yang. The Yin and the Yang. It's not Ying, okay? Ying is a fucking eagle in Chinese. It's Yin and Yang. Get that right. Secondly, don't plug my show. Listen, yes, I realize I'm the upstart. I realize that I'm the guy who needs the plugs, who needs the numbers, who needs the listeners, who needs the downloads. Yeah, I get that. I look at your show. I'm not envious, and I realize that you have your show at one point, I think, episode 7 or 8, had nearly 115 listeners. And by the way, I'm one of those 115. I listen to every episode of The Better Half, all right? And then from episode 1 on my own show to this one, I plugged your show. With the exception of 3 and 4, the only reason why I didn't plug it is because you didn't give me a plug, and that's your fucking fault, Larry. All right? So don't tell me. All right, don't look at. Don't give me this look of.
I mentioned the show, and I said
Really?
I said this show, the Yin and the Yang, is your show. Where you heard Frank say, "Don't promote his show on my show." The better half is mine and Frank's.
This is where you need to put your foot down and you need to tell him, listen. We're co-hosts. It's my network. If you don't want to be on my network, I'm plugging my network, all right? And I'm going to do it the way I want to. And if you don't like it, well, find a new co-host of the better half. I don't know how married men you know, but that's a different story.
I need my shows. I need my network to survive with each other.
Have Yari do it.
I
Married.
Nobody needs to say. Oh, okay. I need the camaraderie with all of my shows. I am running a conglomerate.
Listen. This is not the Miz Taraj, okay? As far as I'm concerned, all right, the way that I look at it is, I'm doing my thing, I'm working my magic, and then all of a sudden I had to go into episode 10 last week, and at the 20-minute 47 mark, I hear him cutting a promo on me for 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Frank, that was 2 minutes and 17 seconds of my life I can't get back. All right? And the reality was, oh yeah, and he made such a big fuss about this whole Facebook block. Let me explain something to you. A few years ago, when you blocked, first of all, I blocked you on Facebook for one particular reason. You said something very hurtful to me, all right, that had a little bit to do with race. You had a little something to do with some post that you put up, and I just gave you a simple comment, and you went off on a deep tangent over something that was totally unnecessary. I need to take that on my own page. I need to have people read that and then produce a negative image about me? No, that's not going to happen. Okay? Thirdly, you're ranting, this whole ranting thing like a ranting lunatic, blah, 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 all right? It doesn't come from you. This is basically influenced. It's not an original idea, Frank. This is a rant idea that originated from the Jim Cornette segment of Monday Night Raw called My Opinion, where he basically gets a forum for about 5 or 6 minutes, and he basically goes on a forum rant about whatever topic it is of that week, all right? It also goes back to people like Morton Downey Jr., who basically had rants on their shows too. So it's not your idea. And what if Morton Downey Jr. can come back from the dead and say that you stole his idea? How about that? Maybe Jim Cornette should come on this show and say that you stole his idea. How about that? Did we break bread together? Oh, yeah, we did. We spoke philosophy, all right? Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. There's nothing wrong. I mean, you say that you knew one of my cohorts from back in the day. Well, Ellery is probably either in rehab or recovering from alcoholism, all right, or having to work with you. And I would be too. Or he was probably thinking about jumping off a bridge at some point. I hope Ellery's all right. But you know what? And then you want to challenge me to a white-gloved duel? I don't even know what the... listen, do you know what a pot off is? Because
absolutely not. I have to come up...
How could you trademark something that you have no clue of what it is? You mentioned on that show, what is a pot off?
I have to come up with what a pot off is. I don't know. I just wanted one day for all the shows to come together.
Right. You want to come after me, Frank? And then all of a sudden, I wrote on your Facebook page, I refriended you, okay? And you said, oh, my God, Christmas miracle, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is a miracle. It's a miracle that I made the decision of refriending you, all right? And then all of a sudden, you tell me now that you have absolutely no clue of what you said? What, were you drunk fucking, talking about that segment? I listen to your show. You know, and to quote Kid Rock, and I'm going to modify it for this podcast, and it goes like this. Yeah, I've listened to your podcast, jumping around on stage like a bunch of wounded ducks. When are you going to learn, sucker? You just can't fuck with. All right? Yeah. And that's exactly what it is, because you don't believe in anything that he says, even if his tongue was notarized, all right? And the truth is that, you say to me, you want to challenge me to a duel. I'll tell you what, Frank, all right? You want to challenge me to a duel. You want to have an interpromotional war that Larry instigated.
I didn't instigate anything. I'm stuck in the middle.
You know what, folks? Definitely email me on yinandyangpodcast@gmail.com this week, because I may be looking for a new co-host next week. All right?
Wow.
Because you instigated, this is going to be worse than the Monday Night Wars. It's going to be worse than McGregor McFucker versus Shitweather.
This is bigger than Watergate.
This is going to be bigger than Watergate, Torchgate, fucking anything else you could think of. All right? Here's the thing. Frank, you want to debate me? You want to get me on a pot off, whatever the living hell that is? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a special exclusive, and we'll make it downloadable. And the fans are going to pay $1 per download, all right? And I will generate money off this bitch, all right? You want to come for me? Make sure you know what you're talking about, my friend, before you do so. Because as far as I'm concerned, my show will eventually kick your show's ass as soon as I get enough listeners. But it will, all right? Just so make sure you know what you're saying and what you're getting yourself into. I've listened to that show, and it sounds like an hour slapstick comedy hour, all right?
Okay, wait a minute. I'm on that show.
Yeah, well, and all you do is pretty much laugh 90% of the time at these impressions that he's making. It's like the Smothered Brothers comedy hour.
I like his Harry Carey. I can't help it.
I'm sure you do. That I'm sure that's really funny. You look like you're laughing about it now. So you know what, Frank? Let's make some money off of this. All right? Let's do a pot off. Whatever the hell that is, and then let's have it $1 a download on iTunes or whatever the hell, wherever the hell you guys get your podcasts from, and I will donate the money to charity. How's that?
Well, more of the same network gets 40 cents on the dollar for every download. So we're gonna have to
All right.
talk.
Then, well, whatever profits we make, we're gonna basically do whatever it is. More the same gets like what, 40 cents? We'll give you 40% on the dollar, and then we'll take that other money and we'll donate it to the charity of our three choosings. How's that? I will debate you anytime, Frank. All right. You want to call me out and then tell me that you forgot? All right. You want to channel yourself 60 years from now? Go ahead. All right. But for now, I'm going to tell you, I do my thing. You do your thing. Let's leave it alone just like that. All right. So I'm sure you're going to hear the show on Thursday when it drops on the More the Same network, right? The Yin and the Yang, episode 4. And when you do, if you were smart, leave me alone. Because if not, we will have an interpromotional podcasting war. All right? It's as simple as that. Now, keep in mind, you fired the first shot. And by the way, folks, once again, I may be looking for a new co-host next week, so email me with your qualifications.
I didn't do a thing. I just finally mentioned the podcast on this wonderful podcasting network. And I'm stuck in the middle. It's, this is tough on me. I guess there won't be any yin and yang better half crossover. So
really? All right. Well, you know what? If you want to invite me on your show, Frank, and you want to basically have me say something or whatever, and I invite you to come on to this show, even though I really don't want you to be on the show, but whatever. All right. It doesn't matter. Either way, you know what? Why don't we go on neutral ground and we'll go on to the Retro Gamers. Okay, the mothership. All right. Why don't we go into the Retro Gamers and I'll debate you there. We'll give the fans something to listen to.
It's not a spaceship. It's the A show.
I said mothership.
Okay.
You're the flagship show.
Yes, the flagship. There we go.
All right.
I'm in trouble, folks.
Listen, Frank,
I'm in trouble.
Let's get on the flagship show. All right, the Retro Gamers, and I'll debate you there. How's that? Does that answer all the questions for you? Does that basically clarify everything? Leave me alone, Frank. I'm telling you. All right. I love you too, brother. But you know what? We're friends and all that stuff, and I'm cool with you. But look, but you do your magic and I do mine.
I've blocked him a few times as well. So.
Oh, well, that's between you and him. And I think he may be looking for a new co-host next week as well.
Why? What? It's my network, damn it.
Wow. Choose angry.
That's what I had to sit through.
Yeah, well.
And get yelled at as well.
Well, see, okay, well, wow. Chew, I'm flabbergasted. Honestly, I mean, I'm glad that you feel better. You got it off your chest, or your breast, whatever you want to have there. as for, the reason why you blocked me, I wrote down some of your finer points here as I was listening to it. I honestly don't remember that. And yeah, maybe I was drunk, but, which is a definite possibility. But really to just block someone that, you're friends with for no reason. And this was like years that went by that, that we haven't spoke. I mean, granted, I know our distance is not, geographically not exactly the same, but wow. And I do wish you success on your Eagle and Yang podcast.
You're gonna make it really difficult for me when I have to record again.
Well, I'm getting to this because no, I kid. I'm sorry, I mispronounced I always thought it was yin and yang. I mean, just and that's not that expression. I mean, that's a common mistake.
You didn't mean
you have
anything.
to give me that one, Anthony. That's a common mistake. I know I am the pale-faced, the white-faced devil.
Quensuocha.
Who?
Quensuocha.
Yeah, see,
White
okay,
devil, white
Chew,
devil.
this gets me to my other point. I think the common problem here is Larry. I think I might be looking for a new... Chew, I solved our problem. You and I should host both podcasts. And we just kick Larry to the curb. I mean, if you
Do
really
I still
think
get
about
royalties?
you'll get nothing and you'll like it. No. I want to first of all, you brought up fine, the yin and the yang podcast. I'll promote you. That's fine. I didn't know you were in such dire straits for listenership. But we're all a growing podcast, Larry's empire here, his little baby.
This is very
so
true, yeah.
I'll throw you. Not throw you a bone. That's the wrong thing to say. I will extend an olive branch, so to
There you go.
speak.
Okay.
To promote your podcast, and I would love to do a crossover one day. And Chew, you were very, very angry, Chew, and to attack my friend Ellery. Now I didn't want to say his name, but you forced me to. Ellery's a hardworking mailman, and he talks fondly about you. And to say he's a drunk, that's just hurtful. Now I don't know about him in his personal life, but I know I work literally right next to him. His route is right next to mine, and we have lots of laughter in the morning. And
Jocularity.
there was one occasion where we did get drunk together, but that was off the clock. And we had a good time. And he's a father. He busts his ass. He's got 2 kids, and you should be very proud of him, Chew. And I think he would be proud of you. Knowing, and we every now and then we're like, "Oh, have you spoken to Chew?" And he's like, "No, we don't speak to. I don't speak to. He's fucking crazy, man." And but like in a good way, because
Oh.
Chew's, Chew's a very animated fellow.
He can be. Yes.
So Chew, I'm going to extend an olive branch, and you know what? Some people say that I'm pussying out or backing down, but you're a scary person sometimes, Chew, and I don't know the level of your insanity because I know personally, as working for the post office, there is an insanity test, and if you fail it, you get hired. So we could both be very, very crazy. And just as a point, you did say that you weren't stealing from me. You weren't stealing my idea. What I meant by that is Larry and I discussed a podcast for months before the Better Half, actually almost for about a year before the Better Half, before the Retro Gamers even
I
started.
don't know about that.
No, okay, maybe just about the same time Retro Gamers started. And we threw a few ideas around. One was going to be like, I shouldn't tell you. I don't want to say the other idea because someone might take that one too. But
Jesus, help me.
no. I'm saying this as jocularities because I want to love Chew again. I want to see Chew. I will invite Chew. By the way, Chew, that picture you posted on Facebook of all that food got me very turned on. I'm just saying. Next autumn moon, you want to invite me over? I'll be there. I'll bring some lasagna. It'll be good.
There you go.
Again.
Can I come?
No, Larry, you're not invited.
Boo.
Well, it's your own fault. Okay, you're trying to start an empire, but you're trying to split a friendship. Okay, let's just go there. Okay, so
Controversy creates cash.
okay, this isn't wrestling. Okay, so this isn't the NWO and the give me 3 other initials that I don't know.
DX.
ECA.
ECW.
Sure.
Okay.
There was good Hulk Hogan and bad Hulk Hogan.
I was
That's all I
impressed you
remember.
knew
Okay. Well,
Controversy
that's when I
creates
kind of
cash.
lost it. When
Okay.
when I was able to guess the script before they said it. But my point is, fine. You say you didn't steal it from me. you stole it from someone else, apparently, some Cortland guy or whatever.
Jim Cornette.
And then Jim Cornette. And then who basically, and also Morton Downey Jr. Yes, of course, the rant is a common thing. But my idea, and from the way I heard your little snippet, apparently it's not the same as my idea. So Larry portrayed it to me as, he's doing the whole rant idea that we did. So I was given bad information by one Lawrence Moorman. But since you brought up Morton Downey and, saying he'd come back from the dead, that actually fits in perfectly for our zombie episode of Victims and Villains, which I would love to talk about in a few minutes. But, see, I could do cross promotions just well. So, Chew, to you, my longtime rotund friend, I love you like a brother from a Chinese mother. And you know what? Whatever a pot off may be, I think we know our solution is ditch Larry, start our own podcast network, okay? And we'll have the Chew Factor. Ooh, the Chew Factor. Write that down. Chew, you could steal that too, Chew. Okay? We could have, or the Chew Effect, or God Bless Chew. I'm throwing these all out for you. Okay, these are all gold. And as far as my slapstick comedy, young man, how dare you? Okay, because this may be our podcast, meaning Larry and I. And when I say my, I don't have to explain pronouns to you because you're an educated man. Okay, but in the heat of the moment when you're talking,
in the heat of the moment,
and Chew, that's what I have to deal with. His singing.
I did it on his show too.
Well, I didn't listen to his show, but apparently now I'm a bad person because I didn't. But you know what? I have the Spreaker app, and I'm going to download all the yin and the yang episodes, okay, just so I could listen to my good old pal, Chew. Now, what episode was that on? That was his latest?
That was episode 4.
Okay, so I'm going to skip episode 4 because I don't really need to rehear the hatred and vitriol that spewed from your mouth. It was very upsetting to me personally, but I'm over it. I'm not going to fight you, Chew. I'm not going to pot off you, Chew, because you know what? I don't need to, because we all know the better half is the better podcast. No, I kid you. No, I'm kidding. Chew, please take this all with a grain of salt. No MSG. See, Larry just laughs. This is my slapstick comedy, and if you want to come at me, bro. My door is always open. My basement door is always open. Right now it's locked, but it's always open. And you can come on down and we could have a pot off or no, you're not allowed to speak yet, Larry.
Because I'm still trying to figure out what a pot off is.
Okay, whatever. Chew, I wish you the best luck with your podcast. I think you're going to do fine. Larry has not shown me the numbers on any of the podcasts yet, which I've been asking him to. So now I'll be able to actually know. And if we could help you in any way and you could help us in any way, hey, Chew, we're in this together. Okay? But I'm not backing down. I stand by my guns. And I was about to say how great it was that you refriended me on Facebook. And it was a Christmas miracle because Christmas is right around the corner. And I want to just wish everyone a Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Chinese New Year, American New Year, and all the other New Years. Ramadan, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, can't forget Kwanzaa,
It's only been around for 20 years.
Wow. See, you know what, Chew? I think we know who the problem is, Chew. I say it again. Okay? Chew, you come talk to me. We'll buy the equipment. All right? We'll even maybe, once we start making some money, Chew, we could, get a little studio, right? Oh my God, there it is. My name's F, you're Chew. F and Chew. F and Chew. F and Chew Productions. Done. Trademark it. We're on it. Me and you, Chew. Larry, you're out. Building a wall. You're going right over the wall. Okay? I love you, Chew. I'm not going to fight with you. It's not worth my time. Frankly, I'm too old and tired. Did you hear that I moved furniture all weekend? Do you think I want to fight you? Do you think I want to pod off you? I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to eat. I want to drink. I want to be merry. Okay? And you can come on this podcast anytime you want, and you could talk about your better half of being a single podcaster? Is he's got a girlfriend? Is he married? I don't know. Because you know what? You shut me out of your life for 5 years, Chew, and it hurt. It hurt, and it hit me right here in my ticker. It hurt. It still hurts. No, I don't want a hug.
Okay.
I want you to stop stirring shit.
I'm not.
He's a troublemaker.
Stirring anything.
You're a troublemaker.
I am not at anything but. All I want to do.
You're giving me false information. You know what you are? You're fake news. You're fake news, okay? You're trying to play that's it. You're trying to play two innocent podcasts against each other so you can get ratings. You are a ratings whore.
Oh, absolutely.
Good job.
I will admit that in a heartbeat.
Good job. Keep it up. You're doing a fantastic job. And this has been the bipolar section of the podcast.
This
Chew, sudden interruption. Me or Larry?
Oh.
Get back to me. Love you, babe. Here's looking at Chew, babe. I can go on with the whole Chew references.
You got any more?
Do I got any more? I love Chew. Okay? Chew's a good guy.
I love him too, and I want both.
He curses
of these
a lot,
shows.
though.
Well, so do we. He does more often than usual. Yes.
See, you never told me his whole wrestling part of his podcast. I didn't even know that existed. MMA. Apparently, he doesn't like McGregor.
He's not a fan of Mayweather. Or McGregor,
I don't like Mayweather. I wanted kind of fucking McGregor to win, but I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Just fun to say.
Well, I always see McGregor, and I just see what do you call it?
Lucky Charms guy.
No, Willie from The Simpsons. Groundskeeper's Willie.
Lunch lady Doris, do you have any grease?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, again,
yes, we do.
See,
then grease me up, woman.
see, Chew.
Okie
See?
dokie.
This is what I have to deal with, Chew. Okay.
Gold.
It's not gold. This is not gold. It's more like
You're right. It's platinum.
it's like uranium.
Libyans.
Now, Chew. By the way, I do Chew. I want to give you credit because your impression of me was pretty goddamn good. I even said, what did I say to you? I go, that's a pretty good impression of me. Now I have to change my voice because I don't want Chew sounding like me. But Chew, I extend the olive branch or whatever, like the chicken on the stick branch. I mean, what's that, like a number 4 or something? I mean, Chew, I'm one of your biggest fans. I love Chinese food. I eat it at least twice. I used to eat it like twice a week. Now it's more like
I had it this morning.
this morning.
Well, no.
Really? I had a nice balanced breakfast this morning. I had some eggs with a little ham and cheese omelet.
I don't think I've had a proper breakfast in a long time.
Come over next Sunday. I'll make you breakfast.
I usually have the Atkins shake for breakfast. And
Followed by what, like a double mac,
No.
what was that thing you ate at Friendly's? That grilled cheese sandwiches wrapped around a chicken sandwich or something?
No, it was a grilled cheeseburger.
Yeah, I got diabetes.
It was a cheeseburger, and the buns were made out of grilled cheese.
Okay, we're done talking about you.
It was one of the greatest things ever.
Okay, we're done talking about him, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Visit his podcast, The Eagle and the Yang. Yeah, I mean, the yin. The
yin and the yang.
It's yang with a G, or is it yan?
YANG.
So it's Y-A-N, Y-I-N,
Y-I-N.
Y-A-N-G.
Y-A.
The yin
N-G.
and the yang.
Yes.
So who's who?
He's
that-
the yin, I am the yang.
Okay,
One
so-
cannot coexist without the other.
So he's. Oh, so ying is
Yin.
eagle.
Yin is
Y
eagle.
no Y-I-N-G is eagle is what he said. No, that's what he said.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. So I'll have to look up what I'm going to look this. I'm going to Google it.
I don't know.
Yin, yang.
I'm sure some hot girl has it tattooed on themselves somewhere.
Chew. I'm sure how many people. I bet you if I Google it right now, how many people have it spelled wrong on their bodies?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I bet.
So you can't blame me for that, Chew. Okay. It's a common Can you spell misspelled? Because it's the most misspelled word ever. Go for it right now. I'll wait. You got it wrong, didn't you? Because I know I can't spell it.
MISSPELLED.
Thanks for shitting on my point. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll cut that part out.
No, don't cut it out. Okay, don't cut anything out. See, this is what he does. This is what he does, Larry.
I don't-
No,
I
Chew.
don't
This is what he does.
manipulate. I know where you're going with this.
He edits things
For time
and
constraint.
and he makes us look like we're enemies.
Absolutely not. As often.
No sudden interruptions for me this episode.
No, I haven't had a sudden interruption in a while, to be honest with you. I've been so busy. It's kind of.
All right,
I just haven't had a
that
chance
might be
to.
going by the wayside.
I think our show is evolving into something different. To be
Yeah,
honest
well,
with you.
well, you know, it's
I think it's kind of like an evolution of a Pokemon.
we still kind of hit on the points of being single and being
We do
married,
like
so-
I went to
like,
Comic-Con
and I
with
moved
no problem.
furniture.
Exactly.
Right.
I
Oh, by the way,
spent
did you
a
see
whole
my
lot
new addition? My exercise bike that's still unplugged. Really? What is this? 1990?
Robin.
The seat's got racing stripes. Did you notice that?
Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been staring at this thing for about 20 minutes tonight because I'm trying to. I go, this wasn't here last week. This
No.
wasn't here last time I
You know
was
where
here.
it was? It was in that room over there. We cleaned it out.
Oh, okay.
And I had bought that.
Because then
when
I started trying to put two and two together.
Fuck, I'm down 40 pounds, asswipe. And I'm going to be down another 20 after I
Good.
start hitting that.
Good.
Okay?
Good.
I'm going to be in like Bruce Lee mode.
There you go.
Okay?
Or, yeah. I didn't know who to think of. I had nothing.
nothing.
I didn't.
You had
I
no-
went. I was
You were
going
about
for
to,
it.
you were going to say something about Chew.
I was no, not at all.
See Chew? Did I tell you?
I was saying like more.
Can I mention Chew anymore? Because you're going to be happy that I mentioned him. I said his name. I want you to do a count when you listen to this. How many times I named
I'm gonna bell every
said the
time.
name Chew, 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 Chew. You know what my favorite thing about trains are? Chugga 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 chugga. Chew chew.
This is what I have to now. I have to deal with this.
There's nothing to deal
Just
with.
like I
As
had
far
to
as
deal
I'm
with you
concerned-
tonight.
As far as I'm concerned, this ends now because I'm going to support the Yin and the Yang show.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to support the better half. We're going to be one little happy podcasting family.
Where does Retro Gamers fit in this?
Not my problem. Well, I don't see Rippo coming on this at all. Rippo hasn't given one little. I haven't heard him cross from. For all I know is I'm listening to Victims of Villains. All of a sudden, Rippo pops up out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, how did that happen?
Yeah, that did shock me.
It shocked me too.
Because Josh was at
I'm
New
like,
York
this sounds
Comic Con.
this sounds like Rippo, and I'm like, I was like, let me fast forward through this because maybe I thought I pressed a button. I thought something went wrong. Okay,
That's
So-
that's where our egos are. We thought we were
Yeah.
taking over the entire
Anthony, you see where Anthony Chu? Do you see where we stand? We're like 4 and 5. Okay, I want to be on your show, Anthony Chu. I want to be on your show.
show. You can come over on the show.
Fine, whatever. Next time you record with him, maybe I'll. Well, next week I'm, daddy daycare all goddamn week. But I would like to be on your show. You could Skype me in. Okay, and I'll and we'll rant and we'll put let's put the past in the past and work on the future of this podcasting empire.
I think we spent more topic on this than
We might
me
have
and
2
Anthony-
episodes
than
here.
me and Chew did on last week compared to me and you the week before.
Well, I want to make it clear
Yeah, I know.
to our fans.
Oh, you've made it clear, right?
And to our listeners and to our other podcasting brethren.
Yes, we have a lot of them.
Okay, that we're in this together. And as much as this is the best podcast in your network, that
Well, the numbers will show it. I'm going to be honest with you. On YouTube, if you go to youtube.com/c/more365, MOHR365, that's my YouTube page, but that's where all the podcasts load up to. And I have to say, as far as the podcasts are concerned, the better half, if you ranked just the podcast, the better half is probably 3 of the top 5 episodes as far as hits.
good. Well, I'm going to start listening when I can to because I listen to about 25 different little
You
podcasts.
do. You really go.
And I literally I'm so behind on all of them because I've been training all week. But tomorrow, hopefully, I won't have a trainer and I could do a little listening. But I'm going to add number 26 to the rotation of the Yin and the Yang podcast with Anthony Chu. And I'll give it a thumbs up, and I'll try and devote some time to it. I want Chu to succeed because you know what? If he succeeds, I succeed.
If you succeed, we all succeed.
And once we throw Larry out to the side, we all will move up.
But if I leave, then what is Rippo going to do if I'm kicked out of the entire network?
Rippo is going to be fine just without you. I've listened to your podcast with him. It's his show.
What? What?
Look, Larry, I hate that it's been coming, Larry. You got to go. You're out. He's
I
gone.
want to see who else is going to edit these shows when I'm done.
Well, we'll hire you as an editor.
Oh, well, at least I'll get paid.
Well, I didn't say hire you for a lot. It might get nothing in the first couple of months, but
Like an intern.
yeah, you'll be like, like Spaz the intern, something like Larry the intern. But hey, some of those interns turned into, their own, radio
This
shows.
is true. This is true.
So, in all fairness, no, seriously, all joking aside, we're going places here.
We are. There's only anywhere you can go is up.
Right. I mean, right now we're down, so we're at the bottom. So
We're getting there.
I want to see our iTunes thing at top 500 at least.
At Comic-Con, I don't know if they were blowing smoke up my ass, but I did visit a table that knew the retro gamers.
I don't doubt it. I
ran into someone else who knew me from Instagram.
Okay, so there you go. It's starting.
It's very low.
My only critique, but
I'll take it.
Chew, you need to make sure he does this. Chew, is you need to, when you tweet, or you need to learn. You have to tag everything. Me, Anthony, you need to tag all the things. Because
Wait a minute.
No. Wait a minute.
I tag. That last one didn't count
It counted in my book.
because it wasn't even supposed to be the better half.
Okay, well, it counted in my book.
And I can't tag that anyway because it goes from Facebook to Twitter.
Well, then what's the point?
I don't know why. I be honest with you, I don't know why.
You're gonna have to teach me how to
do that.
Link my Twitter and Facebook.
Please,
so.
I want to unlink mine.
Oh well, then maybe I shouldn't. But on that note, so God bless everyone. God bless America. And Larry, episode 11, another great episode.
Yeah, we did it.
I think this might be the longest episode ever, including the clip of
Oh, that's right. I got to add that in.
Anthony's rant.
I mean, we listened to it live.
Yeah. That was live. Yeah. When's this air? No, but so pray for me as my wife goes away for 4 days, and I will be posting on the Better Half Pod Facebook page my slow demise into insanity. Hopefully, I can get a movie in. Maybe rub one out. Maybe I don't know. If I get the chance, because now I have a full schedule of kids' activities when they should be in school all day.
That's what you got to teach yourself. All you got to do is just kind of get that just a few minutes. You don't really need to sit there and really philosophize about it. Just kind of.
We're talking about movies. Oh no.
No, yeah, I'm talking movies. Yeah. Certain kind of movies. I've never really gotten through the opening credits. So
you're disgusting.
What?
You're a gross person.
What
I don't need to know these things about you.
Listen.
There's certain things friends don't need to know about.
I'm being honest.
No, don't be honest. Lie to me, okay?
What?
Lie to me.
Look. I've never listened to the Bailey J podcast. Okay,
What
I'm
the
just
hell's
saying.
the Bailey J podcast?
I'm just saying.
What is that?
It may or may not be a
should I-
podcast out there.
Should I look that up? Who is she? Is she
Yeah,
hot?
okay.
Is she hot? I'll Google that later. So you can find me on Twitter at mess411. You could find Larry on Twitter at.
You can find me pretty much everywhere on social media at More365, MOHR365.
You could also check out our Twitter page at The Better Half Podcast, which is at Better Half Pod 1.
And we're also on Facebook.
Yeah, and of course, every other podcast in the More of the Same network.
Every Tuesday.
Retro Gamers, the wrestling one. I don't remember
The Pro Slam World podcast featuring Larry Mormon, which drops on Fridays.
And of course, the Better Half.
The Better Half, which drops every other Wednesday.
And that's it.
And the newest one.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chew, I'm kidding. And the Yin and the Yang podcast.
Which is every Thursday.
Every Thursday with Anthony Chew. Listen to him rant about MMA,
Kung Fu
fighting,
wrestling. It's a good little hodgepodge of everything.
Even though it was my idea, he could, I hope you have much success with it,
And then just wait one day, the podcast of all podcasts, when all of us come together and we talk everything.
Ooh.
That is my dream.
Some
people have had a dream.
A 4-hour-long podcast.
I had a dream.
Or is it just going to be like a 2-hour-long podcast? We each get a half an hour.
I like that too.
Yeah.
As Martin Luther King once said, ouch.
No, don't. You're a dick. That's the first time you got me. Well, I always like a quote I like to say is, in the immortal words of Socrates, said, I drank what? he was poison.
I got
Okay.
the reference.
I had to explain it.
Thank
so.
you. All right.
All right. On that note, everybody, have a great night. And please, again, once I always remind you, and no one does it, and it's starting to piss me off, and I'll stop finding you. Rate and review on iTunes. I appreciate the rates and reviews on Facebook. They all help, but iTunes is where that's where our bread gets buttered. Rate and review, 5 stars only, please,
5.
or 4.
4's okay, but we want 5.
4's okay. 5's better.
5 gets
Because
us money.
if we get more rates and reviews, we can put on a better podcast. Our production quality will go up. We could maybe put some video.
Ooh.
We could do some other things, and of
I do
course,
have a
sponsoring.
stupid thing.
Again, I say if you want to sponsor the podcast, personally, a listener.
We'll talk about anything that you want
Seriously,
us to talk about.
if you own a deli, I'll talk about your sandwiches. If you own a sneaker store, I'll talk about insoles. I'm here to whore your product out. Okay, so I'm serious. I know some of my friends who, some of you are accountants, and tax season is not that far away if you really think about it. And this is the most downloaded podcast on the More of the Same network. So I think you might get a few extra clients. And promotion code better or better half.
Just type into Facebook "better half."
Yeah, I mean, look, we're here to help you.
Help me to help you.
Help me, help you, help me. So, come on, guys. I don't want to deliver mail the rest of my life. I'm tired. My back hurts. Talking in a basement with my friend has been like a lifelong dream of mine. I might as well get paid for it. Why must you all succeed and I can't? Okay? Sure, I have a decent house, wife, kids, and 3 cars. But why can't I have better? Right? I mean, yeah, great. I have an awesome pension. That's fine. But seriously,
pension? I don't even have that.
but seriously, why can't I have more spending money in my pocket? Right? I mean, I could always use a bigger flat screen.
This is a great 4K. You got to go 4K.
Well, I could. I mean, I would like to get the next gaming system. I mean, even though Larry has 4 Super Nintendo NESs.
No, actually, I have 1.
Well, you bought 4,
Yes.
and I got none.
Yes.
So it's okay. All right. Did I not get you? Oh, that's right. I got you a gift the last time I saw you. Right? Did I not? And you didn't even ask me for one. But that's all right. I got you a
did.
limited edition
Yes.
signed Bruno Sammartino
Well, it's
picture.
not signed, but
And it wasn't limited edition. But I got it. I said I saw it at a flea market, and I said Larry would like that. He likes wrestling. Maybe next time I see Mr. Fuji, and I'll get it for my friend.
You're not going to let me live that one down, are you?
No, I don't give a shit. But I'm just saying. I heard there's a Commodore 64 one coming out now too.
Yeah. Oh, did you learn that on the Retro Gamers
I
Facebook page?
I
All
did.
right, awesome.
I follow. I
you go.
subscribe.
Good.
I rate and review.
Oh,
not
man.
like you people. I'm not gonna. I can't talk bad about my fans. I love our fans. Thank you guys. God bless. Safe trip home. I don't know. Safe trip upstairs
Sure.
for me. And that's it. So this is getting. I don't know how to stop. I can't.
Just hit stop.
I'm gonna stop now. Okay. Bye.
Just hit stop.